Today we are in Costa Rica!
Breathtaking nature with exotic animals, beautiful beaches and unforgettable experiences. We travel through Costa Rica for 2 weeks and sum up our highlights for you in 5 minutes. Before we head out into nature, we first visit the capital San José. The country's largest international airport is located here, making it our first stop.
We're now in Plaza de la Cultura, starting point of your tour in San Jose, but first we want to explore the markets nearby.
Mercado Central has existed since 1881 and is still the most important market building in the city. As well as souvenirs, you can buy local fruit and other typical dishes here at very reasonable prices. Rice and beans are the basis of many dishes in Costa Rica, from breakfast to dinner. On a tour in the National Theatre, you will learn more about one of the country's most important cultural monuments. We have a lot planned for the next 2 weeks, so it's time to hit the road.
It's day 2 in Costa Rica.
We've got a rental car because it's the best way to explore the whole country on our own.
The Nauyaca waterfalls are a stopover on the way to Corcovado. Swimming is allowed here.
In Costa Rica, it's good to go out of bed early in the morning because the sun rises the whole year at 5:30 a.m.
We take the boat from Puerto Jimenez to Corcovado National Park. Be prepared to get your feet wet, but it's worth it. We're only allowed to get in with a tour guide. You should book it a few weeks in advance. This way you can enjoy the colorful variety of flora and fauna and take pictures like these. After this exciting morning, we go on to our next destination. And that is Manuel Antonio National Park in Quepos, about 3 hours away.
Good morning from Quepos. Last night we stayed in this tiny house. It was quite loud because of the crocodile all night, but it was a nice experience.
There are many hiking trails in this small national park that are easy to walk. There is a reason for this.
In contrast to Corcovado, you see in Manuel Antonio National Park less animals but more people.
We think it's still worth a visit just to have a comparison. After all, huge iguanas and numerous monkeys live on the beach. From Agua Azul restaurant you have a beautiful view of the sea. We take a lunch here before moving on to the next adventure. Flo is already excited.
Now we're sitting in the boat and hope that we see our first crocodiles in Costa Rica.
Captain Carlos is at the start of the tour in Rio Tarcoles, and it doesn't take long before we spot crocodiles. Very close. We are in the Monteverde cloud forest. Unfortunately, there is no fog at all that day, but we still hike a little on well-maintained paths. And then we learn how sugarcane and coffee are grown in Costa Rica.
It was an exciting and educative tour, so we would really recommend it, and now we continue.
We need to prepare for the next highlight.
Now we'll got our helmet on.
And our gloves.
And I'm a little bit nervous.
A little bit is...
But we're looking forward to our canopy tour.
Yes.
There are many providers in Monteverde, the longest zipline on our tour, over 1 kilometer. And here is our personal hiking recommendation at the El Tigre waterfalls, a bit outside Monteverde.
The hanging bridges were really cool, but we have to say that the trail is quite challenging.
In contrast to the parks we've seen before.
We continue to the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica, past cute raccoons and numerous banana plantations. The only way to get to Tortuguero, a remote village with only 700 inhabitants, is by boat.
Tortuguero is really far away from everything, but it's a good place just to relax and to calm down for 1 or 2 days.
And so the 2 weeks in Pura Vida come to an end.
Adios Costa Rica!
And if you liked our video, please leave us a comment.
And don't forget to subscribe!